morning, class. I want to welcome you to the 6th grade world history class. Today we'll be covering China. Does some of you guys know where China is? As you can see on the map, China is in what we call Asia. We have the neighbors Russia to the north, surrounded by India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and to the east we have the Philippines, we have Malaysia to the south, and the Indian Ocean. China is known for its rich culture traditions, but however, we're going to be discussing philosophies on today's agenda. China is also known for its Silk Road. How many people have heard of silk? It's a fine material that people use for clothing. It's been used for thousands of years. It's legendary that Marco Polo, he smuggled it and introduce it to the New World. Any questions, class? If you guys can hear, I took the liberty to play some Chinese music in the background so you can get the feeling and tone of what kind of music they played 2,000 years ago in China. The Silk Road was a network of trade routes which connected the East and West, and was the central to the economic, cultural, political, and religious interactions between China and the rest of the world. There's key vocabulary I want you guys to pay attention to. The first one we have is Confucianism, followed by Taoism. We also have legalism. We're going to go into detail on each of these words, terminology. I want you guys to take notes because you're going to use it later on for the assignment to compare and contrast which philosophy works best. Moving right along, we're going to start off with Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism, were the three main philosophies and religions of ancient China, which have individually and collectively influenced ancient and modern Chinese society. So I want you guys to take time, bring out a piece of paper, get your pens. I want you guys to write this down because you guys are going to need it for later on. You guys can also refer to your text because that information will be in there as well. Any questions? Moving right along. The picture we hear is Confucius. Confucianism, though closer to a philosophy than a true religion, Confucianism was a way of life for ancient Chinese people, and it continues to influence Chinese culture today. The founder of Confucianism, named Confucius, lived from 551 to 479 BCE. Do most of you students class, with a show of hands, do you guys know what BC means? In case you guys don't know, BC refers to before Christ. So it's actually 2,500 years ago. We have Taoism. Okay, the symbol stands for, also called Taoism. It's a Chinese religion that developed a bit after Confucianism. So these philosophies kind of they followed each other, but as time progressed, people started having different beliefs. And this also came around 2,000 years ago. In contrast to Confucianism, Taoism is basically concerned with the spiritual elements of life, including the nature of the universe. So to go over things real quick, Confucianism is the belief that humanism, it's a belief that we treat others the way we want to be treated, and that's focusing on respect, kindness for others. Taoism has to do with the beliefs to accept things naturally, which that the concept of the Wu Wei, it's called. So in reality, it means not to try too hard for desires and accept life for what it is. So if you're born a carpenter, you stay a carpenter for the rest of your life. If you wanted to be an engineer, or if you just wanted to be a plumber, that's the life given to you. You have to accept for the way things are. Moving right along. We have legalism. Do many of you guys have to know heard the term legal? Yes, it has to do with something with laws. So as time progressed, beliefs and philosophies change in ancient China and in the government. The same beliefs we have in today's world. So legalism. If you guys can follow along, legalism is ancient in China was a philosophical belief that human beings are more inclined to do wrong than right because they are motivated entirely by self-interest. Therefore, the ruler must create laws to have order, security, and stability. So, in a nutshell, when we talk about legalism, it's a complete. It has to do with complete control with the ruler. The rulers or the government, they don't believe that people can govern themselves. So they feel that they have to create laws and to keep order in the state. Any questions? Thank you. There's a balance of power in today's world. We compare the reason we're studying these philosophies because these same philosophies has influenced the way the laws are written today. They've changed over time. We need change in the world. If you guys are aware what's in the current situation with the protests and the pandemic, our government, government, there's things, the economy it's at a downfall. So there's things that we can do to make this world a better place. So the balance of power theory in international relations suggests that states may secure their survival by preventing any one state from gaining enough military power. Remember what the key word, military power, to dominate all others. If one state becomes much stronger, the theory predicts it will take advantage of its weaker neighbors, thereby drive them to unite in a defensive coalition. So when you have too much power at the government or at the state at a higher level, what happens is that the people that do not have too much power, they rebel against, and that's what we see the protesting. There's people that don't agree with the current situation, the direction of the government, and so they protest, and that's what's happening now. Any questions, class? Thank you. The citizens. So who should have the power? Should the complete power be in the hands of the citizens? And it's us, the people, the working class, the people that vote the officials to represent us in Congress. Or should it be the military? Should we all bear arms, go arms and fight the government, the people that are in power? We see that in some states already. There's militants are getting together. They're arming themselves. They're protesting. There's police brutality. George Floyd and many countless others that have been abused and taken in their hands. Their lives have been taken in the hands of the police. There's people that think that there's too much police in the world, and maybe we need to do away with so much policing. These are the things that I want you guys to take under consideration as you guys get together. I want to put you guys into groups, and you guys are going to try to come up with a solution. If there is a solution. Should the complete power should be in the hands of the president? So if we reflect back to legalism in ancient China, the ruler believed that all absolute power had to come from him. So let's go over real quick over all the philosophies. So we have Confucianism, where you treat the others the way you want to be treated, but in a way of kindness and respect. So this is trusting the citizens to take care of their own laws and in their hands. Okay? In Taoism is a belief that we accept things the way they are. We don't want to change, whether good or bad. This is the way things are. Let's just leave it like the way it is. Legalism. And legalism, this is a philosophy, if you guys remember, has to do with government has the complete control. They have the complete control. They tell you what to do. There's punishment. There's incarceration. There's violence. There's protesting. And then in turn, it turns us to protest against the powers that be. So one of the questions: how do we bring about change? If you guys show of hands, what can we do? We can vote. Yes. Protest peacefully. Do we riot? No rioting. No burning. That's not. In order to change this world, we have to be educated. We have to understand the way the laws operate. The system we have in place is being used it's not a perfect system, and it's still changing, but hopefully we can come up with a goal where we can change this world, make it a better place. Thoughts? I want you guys, as you consider when I divide you guys and send you into your groups respectfully, I want you to think, what is the purpose for learning about the different belief systems? Okay? I want you also to come up with a solution. Which system would work for you? Should we treat others the way we want to treat it? Should we accept the way things are? Or should we let somebody else to tell us what to do, hand on the laws and the penalties and the punishment? Finally, can you change and make this world a better place to live? How can we bring about change? We can start by in November, once you guys turn an age. And you guys are 18, I want you guys register to vote. You guys have to, it starts here in the classroom. You guys have to read the books, prepare yourself, because this world is going to be a changed world in a few years. You guys are 6th graders now. When you guys graduate in 6 more years, you will be moving on, and hopefully the college universities are opening up, or if that's not the coursework you guys want to do, there's other trades, there's other job trainings that you guys can do, but I want you guys to be long learners, and you can always learn from something. Life is a learning process. Okay, class, so this concludes our lesson for the moment. I want you guys to quietly move among your groups. If you guys have any questions, I will be walking around the classroom, answering, helping you guys out. So the assignment, what I want you guys to do is to come up with a presentation, a short story, and to address a situation. And we'll take it from there. Okay, class, I want you guys to quietly move to your respective groups. Thank you. Thank you for your time.